Oi, look over there. Isn't that amazing? There's a recently discovered species from Please Stop Talking Island called the $5 tier. It's known to be able to ask a question or hypothetical for the patron Q&A at the end of the podcast. And this one right here, that $25 tier, gets to name an NPC in bearless storytelling. If they stay on that tier for long enough, they get exclusive merch, such as the PSD coffee mug. All of these credits help to support the Please Stop Talking Island ecosystem and badly thought out ad reads. If you'd like more information on these buggers, check out patreon.com/music. G'day.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
You ever play the game Burn the Rope?
Burn the rope.
No. No, that sounds abusive.
No, it's a game. You burn a rope, you kill a monster, and then it plays a 2.5 minute song. Yeah. Flash is dead.
Oh, Flash is dead.
Oh yeah, Flash.
Now I'm never gonna play. Now I'm never gonna be able to replay what were the hentai games called again?
You're never going to be able to play Elsa
Meat and
Pregnant.
Fuck. Meat and Fuck is gone. Meat and Fuck will never live again. Meat and Fuck is the saddest shit ever, bro. Fuck.
You can download, there's a 500 gigabyte archive on Flashpoint that you can download.
Of Meat and Fuck?
No, of Flash games.
Every single gig is a part of history.
There's this one, I was cranking it today, and there was one like porn ad I got for like, what do they call it? It was like, it's TikTok for people who want to fuck thick dick or something. I think it was called thick dick.
Oh.
Then it was just like and the footage they used was of like a woman. You know those Snapchat filters where it's something that like tracks your face?
Yeah.
She had like a pair of nuts on her forehead. And I just went, I don't know how this is selling me on it.
Dude, do a duet with your dick in your mouth.
Is that like a TikTok duet? Why isn't there a TikTok for sex?
That's what it was. They called it thick dick.
Thick dick. That's
Thick
awful.
dick?
You could call
That's
it dick
not-
doc.
Yeah. Dick dock.
Easy.
So you can dock dicks together.
Yeah, it's all about docking. You imagine like a role play where like two people are pretending to be Star Trek characters,
Yeah.
and then they dock their cocks.
Yeah.
I call my
Not
cock the USS
where I
Enterprise.
thought I was gonna go at all.
I'm glad
I'm
it's
gonna
going
take
here.
it wherever.
Maybe-
I'll put it in your
Why
mouth.
do they have to be Star Trek characters?
I don't know.
It's
Because
hard to
spaceships
live.
dock.
Because it's
part of the
That's
bit.
not what docking is.
Do you put you dock your cock to the other person's dock dick? Fuck you, Ed.
We're docking while
I
docking.
agree. Fuck you, Ed.
I don't know why we got so mean.
I got mean because you
Brendan
gaslit
is
me
just-
earlier, and now I'm just fucking. I'm really feeling real sinister today.
You. Oh my god, that's your fucking word
Brendan,
of the
you're
week.
not being gaslit. You're being trolled.
I'm
The word of
very
the week for Brendan has been sinister. I think I heard him say "I am sinister" for like.
No,
all-
the phrase is I'm feeling sinister, David, because I'm feeling sinister. I have a couple stories.
Sinister.
I guess. None about me being sinister, but I do want to like,
Sinister.
I don't know, people probably have
Sinister.
more interesting stories, but I do want to talk about something I thought about the other day, which
no.
is the Best Buy Burger King guy.
What is that?
Here we go.
So
again,
back at Best Buy, I want to say like a year ago, right? There was this guy who would come in all the time, and he'd come in and he'd grab an employee, grab a sales employee, have him for like an hour, and no fucking shit, just walking to me like, I'm thinking about buying this TV, and I want to come over here and buy this TV. And dude probably had some kind of condition. I'm not 100% sure, but like I would try to be as patient with him as possible until I realized, and he realized that I told him to fuck off while I worked at GameStop, so he like would hide from me.
what?
So then he'd go around like,
GameStop.
so when I worked at GameStop, he would just constantly try to talk to me about shit, like just the weirdest shit.
Roblox.
And I just told him to fuck off. And so he just kept coming in and annoying like all the other employees, and people just kept fucking getting pissed off. And he always had this catchphrase that sticks in my mind, and it's I'll be back Friday. I'll be back Friday. I'll be back Friday. I'll be back Friday.
Did he even buy anything?
His
on Friday?
catchphrase. Never. And this story culminates in me like wandering around like 2 months later, like, where is that guy? I wonder what happened to him. And then finding out from my uncle, because my uncle worked at the Burger King he worked at, he got hit by a car.
Oh.
Brendan, that's not funny. He died.
No, he's alive.
Oh, well, it is kind of funny then, I guess.
I don't know why he just stopped coming into the Best Buy. He just got hit by a car.
As a member of the vehicular accident community,
Oh,
I finally feel represented. Thank you, Brendan.
You're well, I'm glad I had my non-story to get us started here because I don't know what the fuck else I'm supposed to talk about. I don't have
any
like fucking.
stories.
No,
I don't
that
have like
wasn't a
evidence.
Nine story. That was a David story.
was a
Where it
David
starts
story.
off captivating, and then at the end somebody gets like hurt or mortally injured.
well, he's not mortally injured. He's just been hit by a car. You get back from it. You got back
And
from
then
it.
David downplays it at the end, but this
Yeah.
time he actually did it for you.
Shit, you're right. I always, why do I always downplay death and injury? What the
I
fuck
think
is
the
wrong
worst
with
one
me?
was the mom that got cancer, and then we asked you if she was alive, and you went probably.
I mean, I've never checked back. I just assume that she's probably fine. Like if we're being honest, I've never checked back to see if you know. I only assume that she's fine.
I don't have any stories about people being mortally injured, thank God.
Speaking of mortal injuries, I have 2 stories.
Oh,
Yeah.
mortal injury?
Well, I wouldn't say mortal injury, but there has been some sort of injury involved.
Mortal
Uh,
injuries when you get injured at a Mortal Kombat tournament, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Brendan.
Oh, Brendan.
You card. Come on the
Oh,
podcast,
you silly
fat
fuck. Both of these stories involved a time when I used to work as a security guard in a shitty mall. So, if you have a choice, would you rather prefer the pretzel grease chase or the Peter Griffin fender bender incident?
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
Peter! Jeez, Lois.
Uh-huh.
Remember that time I killed that Twitter artist?
What?
What?
Lois. Hey, Lois.
Okay, just to like frame it, this is one of my first week when I actually started off because I was an easy hire and I had nowhere else to go. So like, because I'm like almost 7 feet tall. So literally on my first day, and just to like give a frame of how shitty this place was, literally on my first day, we ran like, not even the first day, the first fucking hour, we had an incident where someone tried to like run out of a store and like they were shoplifting. So I had to spend like the majority watching over that guy. And on the first week of the job, I had to learn how
Why
to do
didn't you just kick him out?
No, like the thing is, like here in the U.S., you can't really like do anything physical because like of like lawsuits and like liability and shit. So the most you can really do is just like fucking just stare at them to make sure and tell them you did a bad thing and wait for the police to show up or whatever.
Like a dog that pisses on a carpet?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, it was mostly uneventful except for these few times. So at this mall, it was kind of shitty, but it did have a mobile route where you had to like go into the outer perimeter and just like check places in a car. So on the first week of my job, I had to learn that mobile route, and the guy who taught me a bit
Wait, in a car?
Yeah, in a car.
Inside of the mall?
No, okay. First there's the mall.
I got so confused.
No.
Okay.
First there's the mall, then there's the parking lot, and then there's the outer perimeter around the mall where you have to like drive the car and check the places. So on my first week, I had to learn the route for that, and the guy who fucking I had to ride along with was a fucking 1-to-1 recreation of Peter Griffin. He was shaped like a ball. He had the chin, he had the round glasses and the haircut. Like, he didn't really have the voice, but he just sounded like a more like pre-pubescent Peter Griffin. Yeah.
I like to think.
Please
I
tell
like
me
to
it was
think.
actually the Peter Griffin in real life guy.
Oh, is that guy still happening? Is he still
Like,
how
is he still doing his shtick?
Yeah, is he still doing his shtick? Is he like on?
Peter
What does
Griffin.
he do? Does he like Twitch now? Is he a Twitch?
I think
guy?
he's on TikTok.
No, he does. He posts like his own version of Grind My Gears.
That's
Oh yeah, that's what he says the N-word, right?
4 months ago. You know what grinds my gears? Masks.
Oh.
Go on, boo.
Hey Lois,
Oh.
you know what grinds my gears?
Politics.
Real life Peter Griffin streamed Among Us for 1 hour. Fucking pog.
This is worse than the time I was sus.
This is worse than the time I was sus.
You you can suss.
Why the fuck are we talking about real life Peter Griffin? Please
go into the
Listen, we were talking about real life Peter Griffin because I met Peter Griffin. Except he wasn't Peter Griffin. He sounded like a prepubescent Peter Griffin. And he was fatter, too. I had no idea how he managed to fit inside the car. But, like...
Listen, bro, we can only have 2 fat-shaming people on the podcast.
There's not enough room for one of us. Anyways, I'm trying to remember. So on the first day, he showed me around, and he seemed like a pretty nice dude. And like the way it works is that we have to like take shifts. So like you would usually spend an hour like in one place, or you'd spend an hour like outside in the car. So like on that first day when he told me the route, I had to like go inside for a few hours and just like walk around, just like do some boring shit in there. And when I came out, I saw like at the part of the mall where we had to like switch off, there was a scene, and there I saw the Peter Griffin lookalike just getting screamed at by some guy and with a child grabbing at his leg. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And Peter Griffin's like, don't worry about it. And I just got back into the
car. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. So, like, I just continued the rest of my shift as usual. Like, went to the car, went back inside, went back into the car again without much issue. But at the end of the day, I went to my boss and I was like, do you know what the fuck happened? Because it seemed like something bad happened. And the boss told me, like, oh, yeah, you see, there was a little incident. And then what it turns out, during the hour that he took over, when I immediately got out, he fucking reversed and rear-ended a kid.
Whoa!
Oh!
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, and the guy that was screaming at him was the father. And he was just like standing there like a fucking sad dog that pissed on the floor, and there was nothing he could really do. But
you know what really grinds my gears? Kids in my blind spot.
Dude, okay, something similar happened to me when I was first day on the job at McDonald's fucking eons ago. I remember it was like the first day, it was during Christmas.
The first I just want to clarify, the kid was perfectly fine. He just got like bumped a little bit and that's it. But for some reason, the Peter Griffin guy had his job for the entirety when I fucking had that job too. He didn't get fired at all. He still had his job.
I mean, the kid wasn't.
The kid was
working
fine.
there, was he?
What, the Peter Griffin or the kid?
No,
the kid.
The
kid.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, because why would he get fired for hitting a kid that has nothing to do with the...
Because he hit a kid. What do you mean? What do you fucking mean, Ed? What are you fucking on?
It's okay. You killed this kid, but this 8-year-old didn't work here, so it's fine.
I mean, I don't know. It's like an outside of work offense.
It was literally
a customer. What do you want?
It was in the parking lot. What do you mean? It was at work.
Customer.
He hit him with the company car, Ed. What do you mean?
I think we will have to agree to disagree.
There's nothing to disagree.
Whatever kids you kill in your own time, that's your own time. Even if they're on company property, it's fine.
There was an escalation there. Fucking went from 0 injury to kill.
Hey, you kill a couple of kids, people start getting mad at you.
Anyways,
listen, all he did was use a kid like a little speed bump, right? I don't think that's a fireable offense.
Welcome to PS2.
Funny thing is,
this is a podcast about hurting children.
Funny thing is, like, it's actually really hard to get fired from that place, but that's a story for another time, possibly later in this podcast. But David, as you were saying,
so as I was saying. First day on the job at McDonald's, I was too young at the time because I think I was like 15 and you have to be 16 to be able to use the grill and stuff like that, actually be in the kitchen. So they would make me do like the front and the side kitchen because it was in a mall. It was like a McDonald's in a mall, so they would make me like go clean up fucking tables, pick up shit, get yelled at, classic. And at one point, the lady was like the lady that was like not instructing me. What would you say? Training
mentoring
me.
You.
Mentoring at a McDonald's. My McDonald, yeah. Fuck it. My McDonald mentor was like, okay, we have to take the trash from inside the restaurant outside on the other end of the fucking mall. So I was like, okay. she tells me and another guy to like put all the fucking trash bags on a huge fucking thing on wheels. And there was
trolley?
like a mount. Yeah, it was like a huge trolley, like fucking high up, full of trash. I was like I was in the front, and I was like holding it from the front so that shit wouldn't fall. And behind me, I had the guy that was pushing the trolley was like fucking high as shit. And I just remembered, like at one point, I tell the guy, "Okay, I'm gonna open the door," because you had to go open a door to go through maintenance tunnels to go to the place where you have to dump the shit. So like I open the fucking door, and while I'm opening the door, the guy just fucking pummels 3 kids with the fucking garbage bags.
What?
I
Hell
just
yeah.
Like, did he
I
pick
just
him up
turned-
and like using like a weapon, or did he like throw the like push the cart into?
No,
him?
he pushed the cart right onto those 3 kids. I just hear like I was just opening the door, and then I just hear like, and I'm like, oh God, why are these kids yelling? I turn around and I hear, what the
bitches.
fuck?
Wait, why were they hanging
What
out by
the
the
fuck?
garbage anyway?
Because it was like, well, it's because the guy had to go through like the front of the place where all the tables were. To go to the, you had to like go through.
Oh, so you had to
But the
wheel
guy
it out
was-
through the front.
Yeah, you have to
Okay.
wheel it out through the front. And he just like pummeled 3 kids. They fell on the ground. And next thing I know, like I open the door, I turn around, and this fucking fat bitch just grabs my arm, and she's like, "What the fuck did you do?" And I'm like, "What the? Whoa! What the fuck?" And like
She
she
grappled
just
you with
starts
her floppy
fucking
titties.
she just starts fucking screeching at me, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I was just opening the door. I don't know what happened. It was my first day, fucking 15-year-old. I think I was like on the verge of crying, man. Like first day ever working. Holy shit. That was scary.
Yeah, when you got fucking Godzilla or like yelling at
She was
you,
fucking-
yeah, that would cause some
Yeah.
PTSD.
And then my manager is like, just fucking runs, and he's like apologizing just like crazy to this fucking fat bitch. And like the guy behind the trash fucking trolley just like comes out like fucking super chilled as fucking. He's like, oh, whoops.
Tweets a monkey emoji.
Doesn't
Oops.
even, yeah, he just fucking monkey emojis. And I got reprimanded on my first fucking day, and he
Wait,
didn't.
did he get punished? Oh, that's
No,
fucked
he did
up.
not. He did not. That's the worst fucking part. My manager
That
thought
is a bro move. I can't, David. I can't believe you hit those children.
Yeah, I fucking hit those children with a trolley with my fucking mind.
Also,
Yeah,
I want to
dude.
clear my name. What I
That
said
sucked.
earlier was
Yes.
I called Ed Boon a fat fuck. You guys are fat
He's
shaming
not.
victims. I'm in the clear.
He's not fat.
Yeah, he's not. That's just a term of endearment.
Did Ed Boon get mentioned once in this podcast?
No, it's because
did
Brendan
earlier.
said something
I said
about
Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Oh,
And then I
okay.
asked
I
Ed
mean-
Boon to come on, and then I called him a fat fuck. I don't think he's gonna come on anymore.
I don't. Yeah, I think that's that. I think
Don't do
that's
it to
over. We're
advertise
never
Mortal
getting-
Kombat 12.
We're never getting the booner here.
We'll never get FGC reputation like this.
Yeah.
This
Rip.
is so sad.
I was shit. I don't have any mortal injuries or fat people in my story. It's just
That's
Well,
surprising.
I
it's just a
remember
classic Ed's a moron story.
Oh,
That still works too.
let's hear it, you fucking moron.
This might have happened exactly 10 years ago. Me and my friends back in high school when we were 13 to 14, we kind of pioneered the getting shit-faced in front of your computer thing and just gaming with people. Like, this was so long ago, TeamSpeak or Discord didn't even exist. We had to use Skype. And
TeamSpeak was. I thought TeamSpeak was older than Skype, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was TeamSpeak,
Not in my world.
Skype, and Discord.
Oh yeah.
no, TeamSpeak probably did exist. Because that shit is
I mean,
old. That
it's-
shit is
it's-
literally
it's
just like a
old as
fucking...
fuck. It barely has a.
It's
fucking
just a notepad file you
interface.
have on that somehow talks.
It's a notepad. It's a notepad file that connects to other gamers online.
Yeah.
It's malware, but it's
Um,
useful.
It is
malware.
malware.
Is it malware? I thought it was music. Oh, who fucking cares? Please.
So we were on Skype, and since we were 13th or 14, like Belgium rules, but like the on paper rule is anyone below 16 or looks under 16 isn't allowed to drink. So we couldn't exactly go out to bars yet and shit. So what we would do is we would just get shit faced at our homes and just play like Worms or something, because all of our computers were trash. So the only game we couldn't handle was Worms Armageddon.
I mean, to be fair, that game slaps.
That game does slap.
Fuck yes.
So
fuck yeah.
I had a problem where back then my mom would always insist that I have dinner with her. So I knew ahead of time that I couldn't drink too much because eventually I'd have to have dinner with my mom, and you know, I was 14, so I don't think I'd be good at disguising it. So I'm just at my computer, I'm drinking every once in a while, and I'm really fucking actually this isn't that stupid. So my computer wasn't in my room. It was in a room one floor below it. And I was scared of my mom like walking into that room and finding out that I was drinking in front of my computer. So I would just drink one beer at a time. So I drink one beer, go upstairs, grab a new one, and then come back. And then once I was like less because I was 14. Once I was like 2 beers in, I always consistently fell down the stairs and hit my head on the wall.
What the fuck?
But it was fine because I was drunk and didn't feel it. I woke up with a headache. Instead, I just specifically remember, because I have to go down the stairs and then make a left. I was in my socks, so I consistently slipped and hit my head on the ground.
What the fuck?
Doesn't matter. That's a little bonus fact. After a while, I lose track of how much I drink, and they all kind of hit me at the same time. So I am shit-faced. And then I hear the distinct sounds of my mom calling me down to dinner. And I am shitting myself. So I make it downstairs without falling. I get to the dinner table. And I'm keeping it together. No problem here. And then when I get a couple bites into my food, my mom notices there is definitely something wrong with me, because I'm just like not talking and I have like bulging eyes trying to stay focused. I'm pretty sure I had veins coming out of most of my muscles.
Oh, like that one fucking picture of the guy with the veins.
Yeah. No,
sweating.
I looked like that because I was focusing so hard on just moving a fork and a knife. And then she asks me if I'm okay. And then time kind of just slows down and my brain goes, okay, she's going to notice you're drunk, but there is no way in hell that I'm not grounded forever if my mom finds out I was drinking at my fucking computer at age 14. What do I do? So my fight or flight instinct kicks in and I instantly start crying my eyes out. Like I start bawling like a baby. And my mom goes, "Oh my God, baby, what's wrong?" And I just spew out, "I got the shit kicked out of me at school."
Dude, what a save. What a fucking save. Holy shit.
What a fucking king. Holy fuck.
And I just start like spewing total bullshit that I got bullied at school, and I just feel really bad. And I didn't want to show her my bruises or fucking whatever. So I just went, I'll just eat dinner later, and I went back to my room.
Then you beat the shit out of yourself so that you would have bruises or some shit?
No, nothing. I just went back to my room, and then I just went downstairs when I sobered up.
Did you never talk about it again?
Nope. She has no idea. Hi, Mom.
What the
God.
Hell no.
That's a fucking 4D chess maneuver.
I know my sister listens to the podcast, so I'm expecting a call from my mother a couple hours after this episode comes
Oh God. Oh God.
She's the fucking worst. I think I already told this, but like I asked her, which episodes do you listen to? Do you listen to all of them? She goes, oh no, don't worry, just the ones you're in. Thank God.
That's fucking awful, dude. Jesus.
Speaking of siblings, I once psyoped my brother.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean?
Psyop
All right.
Monkey?
So back when we were kids, both me and my little brother got in trouble around the same time for stealing my grandpa's credit card. But we both stole it in different instances.
I'm already in love with
Where
the
are
start
we
of
going? Where are we going?
Here's what he did. All right. I'm going to say what he did and then what I did. This is within like months apart, right? Yeah. So this is how I got away with it and how he didn't. My brother is 3 years younger than me. At the time, I think I was 12 or 13. He would have been 9 or 10. So he took my grandpa's credit card, memorized it, gave him back the card, and then went onto Facebook and like bought a bunch of like money in like these mafia games on Facebook. And God. I mean like
mafia
like a $1,200
Whoa!
worth of like mafia money. And he immediately was like, I did it. Yeah, he took responsibility for it. Me on the other hand, maybe this was more like when I was like 14, honestly, with the time period. 14 or 15 maybe. But essentially like it was a ridiculous amount of money, right? And like a month later, he got in trouble, got in a fuck ton of trouble. And like, I think like a month later, I didn't do the exact same thing, but I did end up spending $400 total.
Oh my God.
Damn.
So let me tell you what I did and how like I got away with it because I was a shit fucking teenager and a shitty kid. $200 of it was on Gaia Online to buy items on Gaia Online. The other $200 was all softcore ecchi anime on Xbox.
Fucking what?
And Xbox Live. Buying the individual episodes.
You were buying?
What the fuck?
Which one's
does
ecchi?
that?
Is that the one where it's boys making out?
No, ecchi is like softcore hentai where there's not a lot of like nudity, there's no sex, but there's a lot of like boobies and titties.
Booba.
Ecchi is like softcore porn.
They sell that on Bill Gates?
They sold that.
Xbox?
They sold episodes of Ikki Tosen on Xbox, yeah, and I bought all of them and watched it because I was like
XBLA?
Yeah, Xbox Live.
What the fuck?
Like 360.
I got away with it.
Kids
Xbox,
use
Xbox?
that.
Yeah, the 360. The 360.
I remember the 360.
Confused.
No. I remember the 360 had some fucking garbo on there.
I love that Sony censors Trish's ass in DMC5 and Xbox goes, fuck it. Anime chicks making out
Let's
in big
go!
bombers. Go nuts.
So like the way I got away with it was I basically lied and said that had one of my friends message me on Xbox Live with like a fake message on like a separate account saying that I would get free stuff in a game. And so I started crying when my parents and my grandparents confronted me. Started crying, and then I showed them the message. They were like, "Oh, honey." Because I tricked them into thinking that I got tricked into giving my grandpa's credit card information. And then they never questioned the Gaia stuff either.
Oh my God.
He just thought it was just a really sad man in his basement.
Free pornography.
Mom, look, they took Grandpa's credit card and they bought Big Mommy GF.
I wonder, like, sometimes I wonder why my little brother works at Burger King and smokes weed and just lives his life chill. But then I remember that I was a shitty fucking brother. Like, some nights when we lived at the apartments as a kid, I would make really big, like, bang sounds outside of his room and say it was gunshots going off.
Jesus Christ.
that they're coming for him. No wonder he blew up a corn crib. I was a shitty brother.
God. Brendan, young you sounds like a white Eric Andre.
One time I convinced my brother to run around the trailer park naked because fucking Santa would bring him better gifts that year.
Wow.
So he ran around.
Like shit he would say to fuck with a guest. This
He
doesn't sound real.
He ran around naked in like freezing weather for like an hour. I got in a lot of trouble that day, and I felt really shitty.
Man.
Was it worth it though?
I wish I did shit like that. I was too much of a good kid. I should have been more of an asshole.
I wish I could
had
do
a
shit like that,
sister,
but I was
she
a
was
single
like 7 years
child.
older than me, so I'm the one that always got trolled. I couldn't do
In my
shit.
defense, have I ever
trolled?
talked about the piss on this podcast? Like the living, like sleeping in the
when you
same bed
drank
with my
piss?
brother?
No, man. I
No.
don't want you
Oh.
to tell that story
I mean,
on
that-
the PST
Sure you-
podcast.
Well, there's no story there. He just said piss and sleeping in the same bed, so I'm pretty sure everybody can connect the fucking.
Okay,
Is
but
the
I
story
can
like
build.
pissed
I can build a
himself?
story.
Okay.
I can build a story from this.
Uh,
Back when I was a kid, me and my brother had bunk beds when we lived with my dad, and he would sleep on the top bunk. Now my little brother.
Dude, I already know where this is going.
Now
dude.
my little brother used to watch a lot of horror movies. Snoop Dogg's Bones, Freddy Krueger, Jason, loved horror movies. But he was
Shout out to
terrified of them.
Bones.
So one night I'm sleeping in the bottom bunk and I just feel this wet like dripping on my face and I go, oh my fucking God.
I know.
Classic.
Wake him up, say, no, this isn't happening. Oh my God. Like called my dad. My dad was like, fucking deal with it. Close the door on me. And I just had to sleep with piss dripping down on my forehead. My brother got scared and said, I'm going to sleep with you. My piss-soaked little brother came down and slept in the same bed with me. This isn't the end of it. And then every night since then, for 3 fucking years, he would sleep with me in the same bed and piss the bed.
What the
So
fuck?
I slept in a piss-soaked bed for 2.5 to 3 years.
Brendan, are you
Soaked
sure
in
you want
piss.
to?
Are
Are
you
you
s-
sure you want to do this right now? You sure want to say that about your
You want
brother?
to have the PS? My little brother's a fucking moron. I love him to death, but I've already told the piss story on Twitch so many fucking times that I don't care.
the P stands for, David?
I thought the
Oh, piss!
I thought the word
talking.
trickle was gonna. I thought the word trickle was gonna get involved somehow.
My grandparents gifted us like kid Pampers so that when he peed, at least it would stay in the Pampers.
Oh no!
So that
God.
and my dad never cleaned that bed, by the way, not once
Why?
in the 4 years I lived with him. Because I lived on a farm and my dad made meth, boo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Carry on.
Mr. White, we gotta clean your son's bed. Jesse, I gotta hit him.
I was too distracted from all the piss and trickled down.
Jesus!
I was too distracted from the piss. I realized about the other nightmare.
What the fuck, man? This isn't fun anymore. I thought we were having fun, but then we were already talking about your fucking dad kicking your ass. I don't know about this.
Brendan is
Fuck!
Brendan is one elaborate set away from being like, I used to tie this retarded girl around a bench and just yell, nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
God. Holy shit.
I don't know. I had like I don't feel like I had elaborate schemes, but I felt like I fell into them. Like one time in high school, I went out with this girl and we went to homecoming. And so we went to homecoming. It was an okay time. The worst part is like a dude that really liked her was in the friend group, so he kept staring daggers at me and then going and
Fuck,
so
is he a
like
fucking Final Fantasy
to
protagonist?
get back at her, I was in choir with one of her friends. And so I would loudly talk about how much, like, because she wouldn't go out with me after, and I was pissed about it because I was a fucking virgin, like, idiot. And I would loudly, like, talk about how much I regretted going, and I fucking was like, oh my God, I wish I just had the money back from what I spent that night. Fucking, what a fucking
Oh
waste.
my god.
Yes,
Like,
dude.
loudly
King.
talk about it in front of her friend. And then one day she came and like tried to give me money and I was like, oh no, I'm an awful person. I said, no, I'm sorry. I was being a dick. Like I'm fucking
Oh,
sorry.
God.
Like I no. So I refused the money because I was like, I'm being a huge asshole.
She actually did the I'm gonna give you $20 to fuck
Damn.
off move.
Basically, yeah, because I was fucking special. My best friend and roommate James, I basically tricked him into being my best friend because he hated me freshman year of high school. Actually, if you go, because he was a year older than me, If you go through his sophomore year yearbook, my face is the only face in it that's cut out with a knife and scratched out serial killer style.
God.
No fucking joke. My best friend of 11 years fucking cut my face out of his sophomore yearbook. That's how much he hated me. And I was like, this guy's going to be my friend.
Brendan, are you saying you didn't want... You said at the beginning of the fucking recording you didn't want to be sinister, and yet here we are.
I'm feeling sinister is what I fucking said, boo.
That is what he said.
He did say he wanted to be sinister, and
Maybe
it's been
learn.
the sinister.
It's very sinister.
It's been a very sinister fucking episode.
That's
I've been sitting around a lot since I quit at Best Buy, and I've just been like ruminating. So I just am full of I'm fat with the wealth of many stories.
That's poetic.
I didn't have. Huh. I thought I had a colorful. No, you win.
Should I talk about Magnet Man too now?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go ahead.
All right. Ed will like this story. Since I was like a dumpy, like idiot, like white trash, fucking like kid. I thought that magic was real for like an incredibly long time until I was like 12. I believed in Santa until I was 13. Legitimately believed in Santa until I was 13, and thought magic was real until I was 12. When I was around 9 or 10, at my grandparents' trailer park, I was in one of the trailers, and my grandma was very crafty. She had like little sewing kits and yarn, and she was also a hoarder, so like these things were covered in cat shit and cat piss. But like she had a lot of crafty things, and I was like, I had this idea. I went into the kitchen, and I looked at the fridge, and I said, I'm gonna climb this fridge. I'm gonna climb this fridge. So I went into my grandma's computer room and I grabbed a hot glue gun and this little baggie of magnets. And I thought, I'm going to fucking glue these magnets to my hands and my head and climb the fridge.
Oh my God.
Put hot glue on one of the magnets, sealed it to my forehead, and you just heard like a, and I went, mommy!
Jesus.
Why? Ow!
I fucking had a burn so bad on my fucking forehead. It looked like I was like a bulbous unicorn. Like I fucking like was such a stupid fucking kid.
Didn't you not already talk about this story?
I don't think I talked about this. Well, you know what? In that same trailer park, this is just like a quick anecdote. I did once drink out of the toilet with a Tasmanian, Tasmanian devil like cup. I used to drink out of the toilet because I thought the toilet water was cleaner.
Brendan, your story so far made me think you were gonna end that sentence at Tasmanian devil. I was drinking out of a fucking toilet with a Tasmanian devil next to me. And I would have believed you.
Dude, no. I don't know. Like I've just been like ruminating on a lot of this shit lately because I don't think about like the weird fucking shit that I did as a kid very often. But sometimes I just like my brain blasts, and I've just tried to like keep anytime my brain has blasted lately so that I can remember, because I keep a lot of this shit under lock and key, because otherwise I don't think I'd be able to function in society without all this shit under lock and key. So I just have been brain blasting a lot lately since I've had a lot of time, and I've just been saving it for the podcast.
Like, I'm starting to think Lord of the Flies was based on you. Or something that happened to you.
Back
Children, it was more like Children of the Corn.
Oh, speaking of like Lord of the Flies, back when I was in foster care in 8th grade.
It's just different.
I was in foster care for a year because of some fucked up shit that happened. And I was bullied pretty often, and a couple things of note while I was in foster care. I wrote down like a list of kids I wanted to kill, and then I got my like planner taken away, which sucked because like my daily planner, if you got to keep your daily planner, if you kept it, you got to go to Adventureland. But if you lost it, you could, no, it was free homework passes. The daily planner had free homework passes in them that if you didn't turn in homework, you got 4 fucking whoopsies. And if you didn't turn in homework, you had to sit outside of Adventureland at the end of the school year trip for 10 minutes for each not turned in assignment. But I got mine taken away.
But Adventureland sounds like the fakest shit ever that they would make up for.
Adventureland! Come on down to Adventureland. We're gonna have a fun-filled day!
Brendan,
Adventureland was a theme park I used to go to as a kid. Yeah.
In Iowa?
Yeah, it's Adventureland.
Adventureland, Iowa.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it was in Iowa. It's the theme park. It's Adventureland. It even had a jingle. I used to go there a lot as a kid. Shut the fuck up. No, oh, sorry, Brent. Sorry, Boo. I can't speak too much good anymore on account of my Iowan dialect.
I mean, I can see that, but still.
Brendan quitting his job is the best thing to happen to this fucking podcast.
He broke the limiters.
I feel like I'm not sure who's okay right now. I'm not sure I'm okay. I'm not sure he's okay.
I literally I have my elbows on my desk and my head in my hands, and I've just been staring at Brendan's name on the voice channel.
I've been doing the same.
I don't think I even should say my other story. We should just keep this going.
Back that year in 8th grade, that was the year that I was in foster care. I wrote down a list of names I wanted to kill. I hired 2 big Hispanic kids and paid them in Pokemon cards to like protect me on the playground from bullies. So like, all right, Angel and Juvenile were fucking 2 of my best fucking friends. And like, they were so fucking cool, but I also gave them like Yu-Gi-Oh cards to keep me safe on the playground so I wouldn't get my ass kicked. Even though I was taller than them, but they were whiter than me.
Oh my god, go on.
My friend Dean from 8th grade still talks to me, and he fucking like is like, we used to just walk around town and just like just talk, like nothing weird. I had normal 8th grader moments. I walked around town. I would sneak away from school and go to my grandparents because they lived down the street from my school, and I wasn't technically allowed to see them while I was in foster care, but I would spend like 20 minutes, like basically half of my recess period at my grandma's, just like chilling, playing fucking Flash games. I'm not supposed to be doing this right now, but I'm doing this right now. That was, the 8th grade was like a wild time for me, because that was like when I had to like visit my dad in prison. I had to like be in like court ordered places, like talking to people about like who could like take care of me. And that was just 8th grade is when I peaked, I think, honestly.
Okay.
Do we let Brendan talk, or do we do Patreon questions?
I don't know. It just keeps going, and
I'm done. I'm done. I'm not done. I can be done.
Your brain is the Wild West of fucking brains.
I can be done. I'm sorry. I can be done. I'm just remembering so fucking much. Like, I'm just like getting Jimmy Neutron brain blasted into the next hemisphere.
This isn't Let's Get Sad. This is Let's Get Sinister.
No, this is Let's Get Meth.
One last like tidbit that I think of, because I wrote it down in the topics chat, getting out of it that date. In 8th grade, my foster parents, this girl lived up the street from my foster parents, and she was really like interested in me. Like she would invite me over to play like Wii Sports and shit, like fucking super fucking
pussy
interested.
magnet.
I was very not interested in her because she had like a very long Elephant Man style face.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And she talked like how she talked.
Wow. Wow.
Like fucking
what the fuck?
Only in fucking only in Tractor Town.
Man looks like. I need to look at this image while
she didn't really. She looked like a stereotypical horse girl. All right.
Elephant like, Man didn't have a long face. It was just bulging.
So would she be the elephant girl?
No. It'd be like more like if Plank from Ed, Edd and Eddy was a person.
Okay.
So like she was really interested in me, and I don't know, I just was not interested. Like I didn't have like a sex drive until I was like 17, so I just didn't care about this shit. I wanted to go home and secretly play wrestling games on my DVD player under my bed. Well, because I had to hide it because my foster parents didn't allow video games. So I had to hide like a DVD player and a PS2 under my bed so I could play WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. But I digress. I got out of like, she wanted to like, her parents wanted to like take us out on like a lunch date, like a cute little lunch date. And I made up this convoluted story that I was grieving.
What?
I was
Brendan.
like, I'm so sorry. I think her name was like Carrie or something, like Kyrie, like literally like Kyrie or Carrie or Caitlin or something. It was a K name. It was a K name. I don't remember. Like I literally like just at the back of my fucking head. I was like, oh, Caitlin, I can't go out on a date with you because I'm still grieving my girlfriend, Sonia. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah.
My girlfriend Sonia played.
2 weeks ago, she got hit by a truck.
What the fuck?
By a fucking truck.
And I don't know why I wanted to like advance this story, but I was like, yeah, her ghost still talks to me and it kind of fucks me up. So I can't go out with you.
Brendan.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
You can't keep doing this shit, Brendan.
Hey, I adjusted.
Keep doing this shit.
I lied so fucking much back then because I just didn't know how to communicate with human beings. I got okay after high school, I promise. Still went over to her house and played Wii Sports with her.
Did you play Wii Sports Resort though?
I mean, I'm laughing, but I'm not going to give you a
No, because
lecture.
Wii Sports
definitely
Resort
did
came
that
out in
too.
high school.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I forget who it was, but there was one guy that kept messaging me, so I just told him I had somebody in my family died. Leave me alone.
I used to lie all the time at Best Buy that I have to watch my little sister. Like, oh no, I can't come into work. I gotta watch my sister. Like, no, I fucking don't.
Oh, I remembered what it was. It was one of the dipshits that I met at that YouTube event I talked about, like a bunch of episodes ago. The one that I was fucking blazed at. There was this one guy that I met there that we followed each other, and he kept trying to DM me and be my friend, and I just wasn't interested. And I noticed that he tweeted all the time. And one time he tweeted about something, and I just messaged him saying, hey, this tweet is really fucked up because that's how my mom died. And then I never talked to him ever again.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Jesus
are you talking
Christ.
about PAX?
No.
Oh, I was like, what the? I was like, dude, that's really fucked. No, okay, I was like, what the fuck? You can't say that shit to those guys. What the fuck? That's so bad. I was like, dude, that's so messed up. What the fuck?
It was a YouTube event when I was like 18 or 19.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I did that to Quite.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, what the fuck are you saying
Quite.
to
Stop
Quite?
tweeting about Minecraft, Steve. My dad died to a creeper. It's really disrespectful.
Oh my god.
Speaking of dead parents, Patreon questions.
Patreon questions.
Patreon questions.
If you borrowed the $5 tier.
Yeah?
You okay?
Yeah, that's it. If you're part of the $5 tier, you can ask a patron question or a hypothetical for the patron Q&A. What am I doing? Where am I going? What did Brendan do?
This isn't going in, right? Brendan just DM'd me an article of a man committing a crime, and then he said, "This is my dad, by the way."
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
That's not going in, Brendan. You need to move on, please. Somebody pick a fucking question.
I knew you'd appreciate that, and I wanted to fucking get you.
I don't think he appreciates it.
I mean, I'm gonna read
just
that
wanted to
later.
Yeah. There's one for please save this question for an episode with Brendan.
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
PSD
yeah.
cast is thrown into a WWE style wrestling tournament. What is everyone's wrestling persona character, and who would win the tournament? I've talked about what I want to do for like a wrestling character, and I want to be like, I want to run the indie circuit for like 5 years wearing like a beef morph, like a morph suit covered in like PNGs of meat. And I want to call myself the Beef Boy. And I don't want to talk at all until like 5 years in. And then finally I'll be like, you've done me wrong. Like fucking just full on Brendan YouTuber voice and just have people fucking pop the fuck out. That's what I want to do for my wrestling. It sounds fucking cringe as hell, but in my head that sounds like the tightest thing ever.
I want to be the Spank. That's my wrestling name, the Spank.
Heel or babyface, David? Heel or babyface?
I don't know what that means.
Heel is bad guy, babyface is good guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be a heel. I want to be a heel. I want to be the Spank, and I want to be extremely edgy. And I have tattoos, right? And it's all like you know when you spank somebody really really hard and it leaves an imprint, like a red imprint of a hand. That's all the tattoos on my body.
What if you got a tattoo of an ass on your ass?
Yeah, and I have like everything. It's just spanks everywhere, and I'm called the Spank. My slogan, the thing I say when I go in is are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready, David. I'm ready.
I don't fucking know. I can't think of a slogan right now, but I'm the Spank.
I'd be the Technomancer, and it would just be Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, but as a wrestler.
That's not bad.
And I would just get on a giant drone and talk so much shit to my opponent. And my my Titantron intro song is you guys know that video of the girl slapping her ass in the diva costume and going nerf this, and then there's a giant fart sound? It would be that, but with a beat behind it.
Oh.
All right, downloading Fire Pro again right now. I'm setting up the Technomancer right now for Brindaniel Funny Wrestling.
Yeah, it's literally just the Green Goblin. I show up on a hoverboard and I talk mad shit.
Oh my god.
Mine would probably be called something like the fucking Big Steez, and I would like go out into the fucking ring playing the fucking Lizard Squad rap as my theme song, and I would just get jobbed in every scene. Yeah, I would get jobbed in every I would act like a big deal, but then I get jobbed in every single fight. Just for
yeah, but then you could work your way up and be like John Cena.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta get my own redemption arc, man.
Yeah.
The song remains
loyalty,
the same.
Respect.
Hustle, loyalty, respect, word life. This is basic thugonomics.
Basic thugonomics.
Leo Campbell asks,
Brendan, you did wait. Brendan didn't say. Did Brendan say his?
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, but what isn't there a
Boy.
second part? Isn't there a second part to that?
No.
I thought there was a second part to the
Oh,
question.
who would win the tournament? If there was a tournament, we were all in it. I want to be number 2. I don't want to win.
I'm not winning. I'm
not winning either.
Also, I don't like Avery. Avery, I see as a manager style character. Cameron, I see as like a luchador, but like he just gets thrown out immediately. Kyle, I could see. You know what? I could see Kyle winning. I could see Kyle being like a white hot baby face.
Kyle would win.
Sheena wouldn't.
Corbin's Vince McMahon.
Corbin is just wearing Vince's skin. Corbin is wearing his skin. Vince McMahon explodes and Corbin is just sitting in the desk chair being like, hey, that's a cool T-Rex skull. Because Vince McMahon has a T-Rex skull in his office.
That's good. A real one? Wow.
Yeah, a real one. A fucking
I want to
pog.
see the worm.
That's good shit. All right, I got this fucking angle, right? You're going to dress up like Kane and fuck this dead body. It's going to be hot.
Oh my God, Jesus.
That's a real thing that happened.
No.
Oh, no.
Triple H
my
dressed up
God.
like Kane and pretend fucked a dead body. Also, Edge and Lita had sex in the ring.
Come
Like
on,
sex
Terry
sex or
Fisher.
like-
you
It was
gotta get Jay with
kayfabe.
it.
Kayfabe
Yeah, it was
sex,
kayfabe.
not really sex, but like they got under the covers and did like the Sims woohoo thing in the middle of the ring on a bed. Also,
Yo, that's
just to
nice.
know, like
Not
this
bad.
fucking, just to like drop wrestling knowledge, Lita and Matt Hardy were together, and Edge is only with Lita because she actually cheated on Matt Hardy with Edge, and they built a storyline out of that cheating angle that ended up with Matt Hardy getting actually fired
Oh
for
my
getting
God.
cheated on.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Matt Hardy got cheated on, and then the dude that stole his GF got over in their feud and fucking beat him in the feud, even though he was the man who cheated on him.
Can we move on from
The next Patreon question. Somebody pick one.
yes.
Okay, Marmalade asks, what is the worst meal you have ever eaten? Like something that is absolutely revolting.
Oh,
I don't know.
mine's kind of a story. I went downstairs in the middle of the night once, and I was fucking hungry. It was like 5 a.m., and my eyes were just blurry. So I grabbed something out of the fridge that looked like meat. I heated it up and I ate it. And every bite I took, I went, this tastes like shit, but I'm hungry. So I kept eating it. And then the next day, my mom came to me laughing, and she went, did you eat the thing that was in the fridge? I went, yeah. That tasted like shit. Was that like bad meat? And she went, no, that was liver. So yeah, for me, it's liver. Liver fucking sucks.
Liver fucking sucks, yeah.
Liver tastes like
I don't like
dog
liver.
shit.
I don't know. I don't fucking eat bad meals. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
Come on.
I
There
mean,
has
that's
to
it.
be
What the fuck?
one.
Like it.
There has
Maybe,
to-
but I don't think. I'm not gonna. I don't remember
David,
what
you
the
have
fuck.
to
If I
think.
eat some.
You gotta use your brain.
If I eat something
and your
shitty,
taste buds.
if I eat something shitty, I'm immediately gonna be like, oh, this is shitty. I'm not gonna finish eating it. I'm gonna eat something else. I'm not gonna eat a fucking liver. I'm not that desperate. I'm not in fucking college.
I've bit into more
Even in
than
college, I
one
wasn't that
plastic
bad.
fruits.
Oh,
I've accidentally like bitten into plastic fruit like 5 times in my life.
What was the best plastic fruit you've eaten?
Grapes.
small?
Immediate
Is
grapes.
it
I
at
mean,
least
that-
small?
No, because that technically that's the only one that was a meal because I swallowed one. So
Yeah. The worst thing I've had is like another vegetable. It's like fucking frozen okra. I thought I didn't know what okra was when I was like a fucking 12-year-old, and I just saw it in the fridge, so I thought it was like warm up peas or beans or whatever. So I just like put it in the microwave, took it out, took a bite, and it was just the slimiest, most fucking foul thing ever. Like it felt like phlegm in your mouth, just like oozing out. It just.
I'll be honest, with my dumbass imagination, I immediately got this idea, and this is so vivid in my mind, Boo, of your avatar grabbing Oprah from the fridge, putting her in the microwave, turning it on,
my
waiting
God.
for it, Oprah melting, and then you pulling the Oprah goop out of the microwave and eating it, clawing it with your hands.
And I was like,
This
ew,
is-
this is nasty.
This is the worst podcast, and I'm so fucking sorry that I'm like activated.
Why are you activated on fucking Oprah goop? The
I'm
fuck have you
incredibly
smonked?
I feel like Avery isn't here, and Avery has like a calming influence. on
Avery
me.
is the limiter.
Avery's like my limiter, and I've taken the chains off.
I probably ate raw chicken once, but I had a bite. I said, "Oh, that's raw," and I stopped. There's no story.
fucking
I don't
coward.
have a fucking.
There's no story. He's just asking about the meals. It doesn't have to be.
Probably just raw chicken that one time. The chicken was raw. Fucking no.
No, what the?
Anyone else got bad food?
I mean, like actually bad food. The only thing that comes to mind was
Well, you told me that one time the fucking frozen thing. But
yeah,
I
the
think you already
frozen
said
the frozen
yeah.
pretzel thing. Yeah, but then
You
also
already
the one
told that on
time
the podcast.
I boiled cereal. Did I tell that story?
No. What the
Why are
fuck?
you boiling cereal, dude?
So, all right. My mom was always waking up like an hour before me
Hang on.
for like high
Brendan,
school stuff.
Before you
Or-
go
yes.
on, I need you
Oh,
to
I remember
understand what
this.
I'm picturing. You know how like people like they put meth in a spoon and they heat the spoon? That's what I'm picturing in
that's
my
how
head right now.
Well, with fucking Cheerios?
Yeah.
That's heroin. You don't put meth in the spoon. That's heroin.
Oh, that is.
You put meth in a
heroin.
tube and you smoke it out of the tube.
Yeah.
That's why my dad always had like little tubes around, like little like test tubes.
Oh,
Please tell your story.
I don't know how people consume meth. I just assume it's tube based.
Tube based.
It's tube
economy.
It's
Yeah.
You remember that? You remember in BioShock the tube puzzle? That's how you smoke.
That's how
meth works.
you have to do the hacking puzzles in BioShock to smoke meth.
Uh-huh.
So my mom would always wake up an hour before me, and she unbeknownst to me, she left the oven on. And I woke up a little early to go to school, and I was like, I'm going to eat something, because I never eat breakfast. So I grab a ceramic bowl, and I, like, put cereal in it, and I set it on the oven, and I didn't realize, like, the burner was on. So I just set it on the top of the stove, and I walk away because I like my cereal to get soggy because I'm a fucking psychopath.
Of course you would.
And I walk away. I like go upstairs. I get ready in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, I'll brush my teeth after I eat. And like 10 minutes passes, and I go downstairs, and I smell like something's fucked up and crazy. I go over, and the milk is like bubbling. I had boiled the cereal. I grab like pot like the little like oven mitts, and I grab the bowl off of the oven, set it down, turn the oven off, and I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna eat it. I'm not gonna waste it. It was fucking awful, but I ate it.
What cereal was it?
It wasn't Captain Crunch. It was one of the like grainy ones.
The grainy one.
Lucky Charms. It was Lucky Charms.
Oh, no!
It was the knockoff Lucky
Dude.
Charms. It was a Mighty Mateys, Marshmallow Mateys.
Marshmallow Mateys. Marshmallow Mateys are better than the fucking Lucky Charms. I'm gonna say it right now. They were
It was
way
Marshmallow
better.
Mateys, yeah.
Marshmallow Mateys slap. They come in the fucking big sack. Fuck yeah. Big sack, boy.
I keep reading that as cryotic. I'm sorry. Clayotic asks, you are given the opportunity to eradicate an entire species from the planet. What do you choose and why?
Bed bugs.
White women.
YouTubers.
Fucking gnats, probably.
No,
Actually,
gnats serve a purpose in the ecosystem. Bed bugs serve no fucking purpose.
Serve
Nothing eats them.
Yeah. I think that's a good one. I think Instagram models. There you go. Fuck those.
TikTokers.
I already said white women.
People who edit Wikipedia articles.
Minecraft YouTubers.
Chaos, David.
People who edit Wikipedia articles as Julian slowly turns to dust.
No! I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. He looks at his Iron Man Funko Pop. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Should we do one more? I think I'm really upset.
Yeah, we should probably do one more. David, you pick one.
Last one. Oh, fuck. People always make fun of me when I pick one. Give me a minute.
David, you got it. You got it.
You got this.
David,
believe
pick one.
in
Oh
you.
my god, David's gonna pick such a good one, I can tell. He's pointing at the stands.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh my god, he's pointing at the orphans in the stands. Everyone is
What the
standing
fuck
up
are you-
and
He's
gasping.
pointing at the WrestleMania sign.
They're waiting for the question.
He's
talking
pointing at the
They're so
WrestleMania
excited.
sign. David's gonna win the Rumble.
That
He's
one
doing
sucks.
gang
I'm
signs.
deleting it right now. I'm not doing gang signs.
He's doing gang signs
David's
at the
gonna-
WrestleMania sign.
David's gonna team up with Hacksaw Jim Duggan and kill
The
Hulk Hogan.
wheelchair-bound orphan feels hope for the first time in years as he waits for the
You are-
question.
You are filled with determination.
And then David takes his wheelchair and uses it to smash fucking John Cena.
The Undertale Asriel theme starts blasting through the speakers.
You know, Brock Lesnar once threw like a one-legged guy down the stairs.
He found a good one.
No, I'm just listening. I'm just trying so hard.
What the fuck was that then? Like
The parents of the orphans
Because you guys
have
are
started to
fucking
leave.
talking weird shit.
Boo, you keep saying WrestleMania and you keep activating my wrestling genes. You need to stop.
WrestleMania, Brendan.
Oh, good. Oh, geez, Lois, this is just like that time I threw Mankind off the Hell in a Cell in 1998.
This is
It
that
was
one
such
time.
an
This is like that
iconic
one time when I
moment,
ran over that kid. Yeah.
Jeez, Lois, this is just like that time I killed a guy by doing a 619.
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I like this one because of the answer I have in my head.
Just do it and say it. Just do it.
Okay. Your boy Gustavo says, pick a tattoo and a member of the podcast who has to get it done. You can pick the size, location, etc. Every single person here would get a fucking.
Okay, and that's getting cut. Good night, everybody.
Hey, I drank way too much coffee and now I'm shaking. Here's a special thanks to all our top supporters such as AJ Wigglesworth, Alan Diver, Alex Steer, Ben Chrismanic, Bike, Boo Pulu, Buckshot Papaya, Cap Zed, Playotic, Dead Dreams, Desert Gothroy, Dreams of Ice, Ducky Madness, Eric Scott Gillies, Fang Jade, Generic Phoenix, I run faster than bullets, you dumb idiot. I'd like to see you try. And then they fight, and it's real cool, and Shadow has a katana. Jeff Smith, Jonathan Sobrin, Manuel Martinez, Miyako, Notoriety, Pyropat, Shut Up Cat, Schizo Lingvo, Seawolf812, Sky, Taylor, Teague, Travis Vapes, Unarmed Toaster, William Oliver, Winchester Curse, and Yeehoo Moo. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you super soon.